So it's Tuesday morning and I have made the decision to keep the kids home from school for the foreseeable future. Aidan and Dylan both have slight coughs. Now I'm sure, I mean, they're not persistent. They are kind of coming and going, but I don't know, I just feel like it's the right thing to do. I'm at home anyway. I'm fortunate enough that I can just decide to keep them home and it doesn't impact on me too much in that sense. So that's what I've decided to do. I feel that with a cough, I just feel, yeah, it's the right thing to do. So Merrin is staying home as well. I just feel like if I'm keeping the boys off, I should be keeping Merrin off as well. And Marnie doesn't go to nursery or anything, so she's home as she would normally be. So this is day one. 4 kids from the ages of 2 to 13. So we're all going to start this process for however long it goes on for with like a system in place, because otherwise, as I said to them this morning, it will just all descend into chaos if we don't start with some sort of rules and structure in place. So that is what I'm going to do today, and I thought it might be interesting for you guys because judging by what everybody seems to think and what has happened elsewhere, we are looking at schools being closed probably, I don't know, I'm assuming this, so I probably shouldn't say it, but I wouldn't be surprised, put it that way, if the schools were all shut by the end of this week anyway. So I thought I would film today us putting our little system into place, what that's going to look like for us, because obviously I want to ensure that particularly the elder two, who are 12 and 13, keep their learning going. And as the situation progresses, I would imagine the schools will obviously have a big role to play in that, because they will be facilitating remote learning and things. So it's only until the actual closures take place that I'll have to sort that out from my end. But they have signed up to all their Google Classrooms, and I'm looking into all the home learning resources that I can find. I just want to keep them busy and not on the PlayStation or phone for 8 hours a day. My younger son Aidan is only 6, so it'll look very different for him. So I'm gonna do a bit of research this morning and work out what the best resources are for keeping him learning from home. I just don't want it to descend into like a summer holiday type scenario where everybody's just like doing what they want when they want, because I think it won't take long before we all go bonkers, especially if it's raining all the time, which is the weather at the moment. I'm talking. You're eating breakfast. With the weather, sorry, that's Marnie. With the weather as it currently is, a bit grey and drizzly, obviously you can't rely on being able to go outside, so I'm rambling now. I think what I'll do is come back to you when I've sat down with the kids and talk you through what our plan is going to be and how we're going to structure our day. So hope this is interesting to you, and if you stumbled across this video and you're new, then please do subscribe. I'm sure there'll be lots more videos like this. My name's Kate, mum of 4, ages 2 to 13, and yeah, let's do it. So
I think I'd do English, it's easier. English and maths.
Merrin and I have sat down and just written like a daily schedule. Now this might change as time goes on, so we might find it doesn't work like this, so we might have to change it. But for now, it just gives us something to start with. So you might think this sounds all a bit strict and a bit formal, but the reason I'm doing it, and I don't want it to seem like over the top.
Oh, boo! Ow!
What'd she do?
She put it
on you.
No, she put a paw on my foot.
Okay. I know this seems really formal and a bit like, you know, you're at home, so why do we have to follow all these rules and things? But the reason we're doing it is just to make it easier, because you guys know, like, you know what happens on a day where we get stuck at home and everyone gets a bit bored and a bit like cabin fever sets in and everyone gets a bit cross with each other and nobody really knows what they're supposed to be doing and you're all just hanging around in your PJs all day. That's okay for a weekend or for a couple of days, but that if we are stuck at home for, we don't know how long this is going to go on for. Hopefully it'll just be a few weeks. It could be a couple of months. We don't know at this stage. So I just feel like it's better to have a system and a schedule in place so that we don't all go bonkers and start squabbling and climbing the walls. Okay. So the plan is before 9 a.m, so 8 a.m. onwards or whatever time you wake up. So you wake up, have your breakfast, make your bed, because you don't currently do that, and I'm figuring why not just quickly make your bed, make mummy's life a bit easier. I know how to make my bed. Exactly, make your bed, get dressed as though you're going to school, just in joggers and a hoodie, it doesn't need to be anything uncomfortable. Brush your teeth and just be ready for the day before 9. Then 9 till 10 a.m, if it's dry or if it's just a bit drizzly, time outdoors. So you can go on the trampoline or go for a little walk or just play in the yard to the side or go out in the garden. Just have some fresh air to start the day, okay, between 9 and 10. Boo! What even was that noise? Then, listen.
A large exhale.
So then 10, yeah, she's like, homeschooling. So 10 till 11 is an academic session. So no devices, no phones unless you need them for something. So you guys will follow whatever's on your Google Classroom for that day. Yeah. So whatever lesson you would have had on that day, whatever is on the Google Classroom for that lesson, if that makes sense. So if it's a maths day or a science day or an English, whatever, you've got an hour there to do your first Google Classroom lesson, okay? Aiden, in that hour, me and you will sit down, we will look at whatever resources your school have put on the website, or we'll do some stuff that's appropriate for you in your school. So we'll do some...
We do these things after we do literacy, where after we've done after we've had break time, we have challenges.
Okay, well you can teach me what they are and we'll do those. Yeah. Then 11 till 12 p.m. is a creative session. So in that time you can practice guitar, you can draw, you can do nothing watching or playing games, but you can do something creative. So you can draw something, we can bake something.
Can I do something?
You, yeah, do whatever you want in that hour. Then 12 p.m. is just lunch and you get free time for an hour during lunch times. Do whatever you want, go on your phone, whatever you want to do. 1 till 2 p.m. is outdoors again. So again, trampoline or go for a walk or a scoot just for an hour, get some fresh air. Unless it's raining, in which case we'll do something else. Then 2 till 4, so 2 hours in the afternoon is another academic slot. So you do more Google Classroom. And me and you will do something together. We'll do some writing, maths, whatever. So that's 2 hours. Then 4 till 5, quiet time. So you can read, you can do more drawing, whatever, listen to a book on Audible, which Mary likes to do.
Or I could
well, no, you can't really nap between 4 and 5 unless you're really tired.
Drawing lessons?
Yeah, you can do those YouTube drawing
lesson
tutorial things. That's a good idea. Or you could do that in your creative time.
Yeah.
Then in that time I'll be making dinner. Then 5 p.m. is basically dinner. So, but in that time I want you to help tidying up and because we're all going to be in the house all the time. What we don't want is for mess to accumulate everywhere. So we don't want the playroom to be a complete bomb site and hang on while I'm talking. And the kitchen to be a complete mess and your bedrooms to be trashed. So we're going to try and tidy up as we go. So in that hour, dinner time, you can help me to tidy up. Then 6 to 8 p.m. is just free time. You can do whatever you like. You can go on the PlayStation, you can go on your phones, you can play, watch TV, watch a movie, whatever you want, and I'll get you guys ready for bed in that time as well.
Mummy!
Yeah? What's the matter? Want to sit here? No, just leave it be. So does that sound fair to you?
Yeah.
Is there anything you think we should change?
I gave you some.
Thank you, Mummy.
No. I'm drawing.
You are drawing all over my daily schedule.
Hooray!
Great. I'm about to rewrite it. Okay. So,
Marnie, how about I get you some paper?
do you want, yeah, thank you, Dylan.
Marnie, here's that piece of paper.
Look, Marnie draw? Oh wow. Intense story. Marnie's embracing the creative session for the day. Any questions? No? What's your question, Dylan?
I feel that the time that I get to go on the PS4 doesn't meet my standards.
Answer this question then. How much time would you normally get on a school day? You're not allowed on the PS4 before school.
Well,
And in this system, you're getting an hour during what would normally be the school day. I'll come back to your question now. So you're actually getting an extra hour in the day, and you're getting your evenings entirely free from 6, well, from 5 really, apart from a bit of tidying up, till bedtime. So really, because you've got free, where's your other free time session? Lunchtime. So if you eat your lunch quick, you've got an hour that you wouldn't normally have. Memory card ran out of space, but Aiden has a question. What's your question?
In school we were making salt dough for Mother's Day.
Oh, so you want to do that? Okay, we can do salt dough.
I made salt dough in school.
So do you want to do that, recreate that? Okay, we'll do that. I don't know what you need for salt dough, but I'll Google it. What are you doing?
she scribbled like for anyone went.
You need lots of salt and dough.
I've got lots of salt.
And you need lots of dough.
Either divide 30 by 6, if that's easier, or think how much do you have to times 6 to get 30.
So, lesson 1 is underway.
Wait, I'm under that. I'm under this.
So far, so good. And yeah, Aiden and Dylan and Merrin are, because they're a similar age. Merrin is in year 7 and Dylan's in year 8. So they can kind of help each other out for now until we get more formal instructions of what work they should be doing. So they're just going through, I'll tell them what we're doing now. So they're just going through their current maths workbooks, and Dylan is answering some of Merrin's questions that he hasn't seen before, and Merrin will mark them, and vice versa. Aiden and I, we're also doing maths, and yes. So Aiden does a system in school called, or they follow the Big Maths Beat That. Yeah, Big Maths Beat That challenges. I've just found a whole bunch of them online. There's like a resource with all the blank sheets. So I've got that up on the computer. I'll show you now in case you're not familiar with it. This is what Aiden's gonna do, and they all have a blank workbook. I had luckily over-ordered a load of workbooks. Dylan needed one exercise book for school because Boo ate it, and I ordered a pack of them. So I've got like 10 of these blank workbooks, which is brilliant. So they've each got a homeschooling workbook. This is Aiden's. He's been decorating it while I sorted my life out with Daddy's pencil. So now he's going to start working on this. So this is a big maths sheet. It looks like this. And what page is this so I know what to scroll back to? I don't want to lose the page, but I just want to show. So if they've got younger kids, if we go right to the beginning, they start off at this sort of level, even easier. Yeah, with not so many questions. And the idea is that you're supposed to complete this within a set time, so like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, to challenge yourself to do things quickly. So Aiden is adamant that he's all the way down here.
Yeah, I'm on step 9.
Step 9, which is amazing. Hang on, I'm scrolling. Where's the page that we were on?
That's why I told you to go up.
There we go, that was it.
Yeah, Mummy.
So there we go, 7, 8 and 9.
I've completed this before. I've completed all of this in 8 minutes before.
Do you want to show everyone your wobbly tooth? It's really wobbly, isn't it? Yep, super wobbly. Right, okay.
I got 3 wobbly teeth.
So let's get on with this, Aiden, otherwise we're going to chat and not get on with your work.
Divide by 4. So you'd have to divide 4.
So we're about an hour in to lesson number 1. Obviously we were a lot later starting today than we would be on a normal school day, just because trying to work out what we're going to do. But so far they are actually getting some decent work done. That might not last for long. So I've got them all doing maths. So Aiden, as I just showed you, is working his way through those big math sheets, and Merrin and Dylan are doing some algebra, which I can't help them with because I've forgotten it all. My biggest challenge, I think, is going to be Marnie, because obviously she's not focusing on doing something, so she's just running around making noise, which is obviously distracting for them. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to manage that. I'll have to come up with lots of things to keep her entertained, which aren't screens, because I don't want her to be doing that all the time, to keep her away from them when they're trying to do lessons and stuff. So, oh, that's Marnie going in the cupboard. Oh, thank you, Mummy, open it now. So I think my biggest challenge is going to be keeping Marnie happy so that she's not distracting them while they're trying to work, or just screaming, because that's what she tends to do. People aren't paying her attention, so Yeah, that could be a challenge. So I'm just doing some clearing up while they finish. They've only got 5 minutes left of this lesson. Then we're going to go out and get some fresh air. It's not raining, so I think maybe a walk, just 20 minutes up and down. We live next to a country lane, which is completely isolated, so we're just going to walk up and down there. So we're just getting ready to go out for some fresh air, aren't we? Marnie doesn't know what's going on, but she's really pleased that everybody's home. That's the bottom of your shoe. There you are. Are you pleased that your brothers and sister are home from school?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah. Be the dad.
And you've been drawing while they've been doing maths. She's been drawing on her face with a pen, which is great. So we're going to go and take your teddy out for a walk. I think that noise was Boo sneaking upstairs through the gates. Let's go and investigate. I've made it out the house after having to literally manhandle the dog back in the door because she wanted to come with us, but I just thought 4 kids and a giant Newfoundland isn't the best idea. Come on, Marnie. Well, we didn't get very far, but at least we got some fresh air. It got rained on as well, but it was nice to get out and actually get some fresh air. So I'm just going to crack on with making lunch. The kids have free time now, so the little two are just watching some TV. Actually, Aiden's finishing his maths from earlier because he wanted to finish it. And Mary's on her phone and Dylan's on the PlayStation. So they've got an hour of free time while I make their lunch. So let's do that. So we're a couple of hours in and I've only had to yell at them twice so far, so far so good. I didn't want it to come across that everything is going swimmingly so far because we're only half a day in, and it's certainly already I've had moments of, oh my god, how am I going to cope with this? But I think following some sort of routine and having a plan in place is just the only way to go. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I've set a Google timer, so when that goes off, we're going to start lesson number 2 of the day, which actually we're doing a creative session this afternoon because it started raining more, so our outdoor afternoon session isn't going to happen. So we're going to do a creative session instead, which we missed this morning. There's chaos going on down there, I can hear it now, I better go. But just to quickly summarise, we'll have a creative session now after lunch. So Aiden really wants to make salt dough because he said they were doing that in school yesterday for Mother's Day and he didn't want to not be able to finish it, so he said he'd like to make some more salt dough this afternoon and decorate it. So that's what I'll do with him. And then with the elder two, they've got some, like, is it Fimo modelling clay, the stuff you put in the oven and it hardens, so they're going to do some modelling with that. So we've decided to make some salt dough, and this is the recipe I found on the BBC website. I'm not sure why it's on Good Food, you don't eat it. So all you need is flour, salt and water. So we've got those things. Salty.
No, mine's it's a bit big, but I'm just.
Marnie's playing as well, though it is a bit sticky, so we need to add some more flour.
I forgot how frustrating.
Add some more flour.
Can you use these ones? Yeah. Can you say?
So Marnie and I have come upstairs because I need to keep her away from the others because they're trying to get on with some work, and she's at that kind of point of the day where she's just being a little bit difficult. So we've come upstairs. What are you doing? You're hoovering. Excellent job. Mummy actually could do with hoovering this carpet. Anyway.
I'm baby.
You're baby. I'm Hedgehog. Shall we play in the park?
Okay.
Okay. Where's the slide?
Here's a rainbow slide. Whee!
Oh no! He fell on his head. So these guys are sat doing some English, like creative writing, aren't you? How's it going so far?
It's good.
What's the title?
It's Descent.
Ooh, topical. So Aiden's been working on his cursive writing. It's really good now. It's really neat. Except you forgot the E on the end of some. Can you squeeze it on? That's it. I got some Try and stay on the lines if you can. Excellent. Dot your I. What have you forgotten at the end of the sentence?
Full stop.
Full stop, well done. I painted a picture. Do you reckon? Because you need to use the ED on the end, don't you? So I got some paint. I painted a picture. So we've got just under an hour left, guys, of the last lesson of the day. Okay.
That's day 1 of isolation.
Well, it's not. Well, it's not the end of the day, but it's the end of your lesson times for the day, because then I need to make dinner, and you guys need to. You guys have earned yourself some free time, because school would actually be finished by now, but we're just carrying on a little bit longer because we haven't been learning all day. We've been stopping for things, so they're gonna keep going for another hour, then have some free time to do whatever they want while I get on with dinner. And you're also going to help me do some tidying up as well, guys. We need to keep our space tidy, or we're all going to go completely bonkers.
I'll just tidy my
I've just
bed.
I've tidied your bed already.
I'll just tidy my room.
No, you can help me do the playroom. Between all of us, it'll only take 5 minutes to tidy the playroom, so that's the plan. Oh, right, okay, let's go. So I'm just sat in Merrin's room, just editing this video, and I just felt like I hadn't said at the beginning, and I wanted to say that I am so fortunate to be in the position I am, and I don't take that for granted at all, that I work, you know, flexibly from home, and I'm not having to face problems from that side of things. I can make the decision to keep the kids at home with me quite easily, really, and I know for many, if not most, that is not the case. So I just wanted to say that now, because I feel like I hadn't said that earlier on, and I didn't want anyone to think that I was being not aware that that was the case. So I feel very fortunate that I can be here with them. I would be at home anyway, so to have them with me isn't too much of an adjustment, and I don't have to juggle things in that way or make special arrangements in order to keep them home. So to all those of you who are worried about that, who are facing an impossible situation, really, because it is an impossible situation for a lot of people, I just wanted to send you all lots of love, and yeah, I don't really know, it's so unprecedented, isn't it? I don't really know what else to say, but just stay safe, everyone, and hope that this has been helpful in some way if you are now looking at being at home with the kids and how you're going to structure your days and things. I hope this is helpful to you in that way, and I'll continue to just keep you updated on our experiences and how we're managing the situation. So if you want to follow along, then make sure you're subscribed, and let me know if you enjoyed this video with a thumbs up as well. I'd appreciate it. So thanks so much for watching, and take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye.